care. This is pediatrician is the one of kind the hospital setting, and then doctor is the specially children doctor. Yeah. This is the very implement the about the children face. As pediatrician, we do not generally ask patient parent about release observation or connect to the face tradition. Yes. Actually, doctor usually not recommend any kind of religious observation, but religious belief and influence how to approach the health and illness. Mean is the doctor is the attitude and then children response. This is the one of kind the how to implication for developing of the face of children. This is take some information from the article is focus on children and adolescents and their relevance to health and disease. There is some stage. To begin with, the few definition are order proposed of this God, rapid divine, that is a human being deemed ultimate. For Christian, Jew, and Muslim, three most common faith traditions in United States. God is being who is creator and can enter into relationship with each human being. In other faith traditions, God may be thought of as ultimate, prime mover, first principle. In other words, not a being. Faith is a belief in something larger than oneself, even though that something cannot be apprehended with the sense of the scientific method. Meaning is the scientific method not fully explained. Sometimes hope is the confidence that certain things will happen and grounded in faith. Love, faith, hope, love. This one is very important. The kind of the attitude and then passion. Love is the unselfish regarding for another, placing that person's need or desire over one's own. Religious refer to the former, constructure the way in which people of a similar belief approach, gather together to worship God as they understand God spiritual, refer to each person's relationship to God as the person understands the God and to their relationship with all persons and indeed all creation that result from the primary relationship God. One's relationship to divine can be marked by belief, skepticism, or denial, any of the which can be expected to affect one's overall relationship with the world. there is a stage of the faith. Doctoral degree, psychological and ministry explore the stage of the faith through the human lifespan, just as Eric explored the psychological step through the life in stage of the faith, published in the 1917. This is the suggestion. Is a stage of the faith. First stage is the age 2 years. Universal faith is used during the 2 years. In their helplessness, infant, young children must depend on older children or adults to do everything for them. This is young children treated in the trustworthy fashion. They will learn trust. Trust. If they need to not meet, they are ridiculed, abused. They will lack trust. When is a young infant, they are trusted. Yes, only mother, something, parent. That is a very important situation. Is the faith is trust. Something like that. Meaning young children who need to meet in a reliable way develop faith in their around them. Extend this to the divine. He proposed children learn about the God through the word, and more important is action. Crossed up to them. Word and action play a major role in young children's nascent ideas about God. Mean is if trustworthy people speak about God with the reverence, even young children associate the word and sound God with something special. More important, if adults and older children act as if this is God's special, young children assimilate certain behavior associated with the divine. Mean is similar. Hold hand and right in prayer, bow and one's hand. Something like. In other hand, young children who see the trustworthy others rank a high regard to God. Use the name of God in anger when swearing. It's right. We like imitate. Imitate is copy. Such behavior developed careless attitude toward God. Mean is young children, they follow other people's. Children who perceive a high opinion of God in adults who are not trustworthy may be confused as to what this God is all about or how much on the side of the young children God might be. Mean is who is trusted is similar, young children follow them. This is especially true for children who is abused by significant adults who tell the children God is abuser, side, or God doesn't like the children. Mean is the adult. Abuse is some misconduct by the adult people. Children thinking God is the same. Abuse. This is the very important in human character development. Early age. Second stage is preschool year. Intuitive the project phase based in part Piaget pre-operational stage of the learn. Piaget noticed that preschoolers have the vivid imagination. For them, anything is possible. Preschooler. Their idea about world are not logical in the adult sense of the logic. The way that they see the situation is not necessarily wrong, but it may be vastly different from the way older children and adults see it. Yes, because they did not logical, young children is a different response. Young children also may have the hunch or intuition about people, place, things, or situations that are sometimes uncanny, accurate, even though they were not formally thought such insight. Because of their limited repertory of the life experience, preschooler often project onto novel people, things, or situations that understand of the previously encountered people, things, or events that they perceive or similar. Mean is a limited repertoire. Mean is the children, preschool, children thinking about the people. They thinking is in preschool. Only their experience is thinking apply, imply to all human. This is their stage. Such projection can be positive, negative, or neutral. A preschooler who are never seen folks. For example, spies one of the yard and say, "It is a red dog," because the shape its ear, tail, body, its size. This is a neutral projection. Using Piaget observation, note that young children has age-specific insight. Age insight, specific insight, that the intuition about event, people, things, and even God. Moreover, they often project to help them make sense of their world. God as well is that they understand. Young children project upon God is attitude of their own parent. Yes. Mean is parent, God. Their thinking, parent, the attitude, or something like parents, their situation is combined to the God. Young children project onto the God the attitude of their own parents or significant adult. If children's mother is the furious when she failed to eat his vegetable. For example, he may believe that God is equal furious, even if mother did. Same as like mother is the same as like God. If parent doesn't say God is furious about children did and failure to do something, effect is even more pronounced. An extreme example is the abusive. This one. Abusive children, an adult who tell a children has the abuse is the children's fault. That is that children has done something to deserve it. If the abuse is discovered, God will be angry at child and will punish the child rather than abuse. Something like that. If on the other hand, a parent or other trusted adult repeatedly emphasize God continued forgive and love people, no matter what they do, children will believe that God love forgive him. Yes. Me is the who influence parents and trust the adult, huge impact for children's believing system. Third stage is only middle elementary school year. Mid-little phase. Piaget notes that children in early year of elementary school must learn many concrete tasks. How to count, manipulate the number, spell, print, writing, and so on. If they are to succeed in society, mean is only maybe age is the 6 to 8 years boy and girl. Only in elementary school reinforce and capitalize on their concrete thinking. Concrete thinking is the more fixed in their thinking system by constantly drilling them in variable scale, nothing when they are wrong in their attempt and when they are right. No matter how hard some children try or how industrious they are, however, they will never be best. If they can excel in some area of their life, lack of the ability in other areas is usually not devastating. If despite their best attempt, they never excel at anything, they will feel inadequate or inferior. Their failure to excel strike them is unfair sometimes because they are keeping their end of the bargain. They are working or study hard. And fairness is a highly important concept early elementary school age children. In the school, elementary school age is 6 to 8. Is their thinking is the fairness. In terms of face development, children of this age love myth. Myth is a story as the wonder. Story of the being the rather than life who deal with basic human concern. The most beloved myths are those in which good being is person and animal trump over evil. Trump over evil is the good and overcome evil. Because children of this age are very concrete in their thinking. That is the age very important. Why? This age of children make their thinking is concrete. Concrete is fixed. If the age is wrong thing, their life is wrong thing. Very important. They want to hear the story exactly as it was told. Written, no variation. Elementary school age children love story from their faith tradition, sacred script. And more astonishing the story, the better. For these children, stories are not only possible but plausible. Their faith is as certain as their grasping or alphabet. Unless they are exposed to questioning or doubting adults or older siblings, brother and sister, older brother and sister. Children do not question or doubt at this age. They come later. In terms of their relationship with God, they expect God to be fair. Yes. Important keyword is fair to them. For example, if they are good or they pray, they expect good things to happen, just as they would expect the friend to treat them well. If they treat the friends well, God is friend and very powerful. One of that small wonder, the children feel cheated by God when they are tried hard or pray hard and doesn't get what they most want. This is especially true if they are ill or prayer to get better. In this age, 6 and 8 year children pray. God help me. God treat me, heal me. Yes, they are thinking about their prayer. Get better. if their prayer have been planned but is still alone. Preteens and early adolescence is maybe age 9 to 12, something. And then less than 15. Systematic conventional faith. As children approach adolescence, they begin to acquire the ability to thinking abstract, to thinking about things that they have never experienced, and to put themselves in other places. This is the development formal operation. Children this age are also beginning the process of the separating themselves from their parents and building an identity that goes beyond being someone's son or daughter. To do this, they try the different roles to see how those roles shoot them. This is the pretend they are thinking themselves. Sometimes they are independent from their parents. In terms of the faith, young people of this age are transition between the early stage of the certainty and one of the encompass great ambiguity. The conventional part of this stage is the aspect of these young people that still attracted to concrete, certain elements of their faith. Whereas the systematic aspect of the knowledge acknowledges that different people believe different things. For example, young teen encounter someone whose belief about God are very different from her, and yet is truly good person, or pretending that someone who shares the same religious denomination as his parent lives out that faith tradition in a very different way. These young people begin to synthesize, make ideas based on what they see or experience. Mean is this age is the should their thinking. In the process, many questions rise. Whose base present right? It is right. For example, and how do we know for sure? These are questions with which adults also struggle. Middle-grade adolescence. Individuality reflect faith. As they develop beyond the systematic conventional stage of faith. Adolescents begin to wonder what they themselves believe now, not what the family believe, not what they have believed in past. Although family and friends can support them in their search, this is an individual task that requires much reflection. Meaning is the individual. Each person has their decision. Typically, this is a stage during which young people stop attend service. Yes. Sometimes they did not attend service because they decide in their own faith tradition or being to attend other service. Means they are decided to go other. Although some say that they are atheists or agnostic, most are neither. Survey of the adolescents indicated that the majority are believers, but they do have question, wonder, as they ponder the world that they will inherit. They wonder what kind of God permit suffer in such large scale, especially innocent people. They also wonder why there is so much evil in the world. They are questioned. They must completely examine all the tenets of their faith that they hold dear so that they can come to a new understanding of their belief and a new sense of the meaning. Because this is very important. Is God. And they are thinking impact their life. The process is neither brief nor painless. For some young people, this stage does not occur until adulthood. For others, it begins adolescence and last year and even decade. Decade is the 10 years. Another concept is impact of the faith in sickness in health. This is the meaning is if you are sickness or health problem, the faith sometimes positive impact. Health and illness. Stage of the faith developed can greatly influence the way children or parents approach health issues. At the most basic level, one stage of faith can shape fundamental question about why one is health and ill. Example, I am healthy because God loves me and want me to be healthy. Intuitive, projective, because I do the things God wants me to do. This is literal. Because I do what God people to do. This is synthetic convention. Or because I am sincerely and will only say or do that which I truly believe in. All of the while question, what does seem right? In deductive reflect. Or am I ill because God wants me to be sick, or does not me into the perspective because I didn't do what God wanted me to do, because I didn't do what other people do, because I asked too many questions or too many the individual reflect. How about people thinking health? Good health? How about your opinion? Good? Bad? Love? No love. Meaning is that sometimes thinking, I am believer, God love me, God give me the health, something like that. But I'm the very sick. Why God allow me sick? Something like this. This is some kind of faith. Faith reflects the response of the people for the health issues or illness. Health and illness can also affect the stage of the faith development. Yes. Sometimes you have the sick during the COVID-19 pandemic. A lot of the people is killed. How about your opinion? Some people survive. Thank you so God. That is the one of the influence of the faith. Seriously ill children may move through the development stage more rapidly than they would have otherwise. For example, after all, serious injury or terminal illness. What is meaning terminal illness? Is the unrecoverable. Rise many hard questions, even for the little children. Why does God let me or my mommy, dad, sister, brother be sick? How about you? Your brother or your daughter sickness? Why? Complain sometimes. Is God mad at me? It's crazy. Did I do something really bad? Why does God answer my prayer? Why does not God answer my prayer? I pray, but God not response. I'm still sick. I will die. I'm terminal illness. I don't have any hope. Wow. It's a very difficult time. What is the role of the faith? Role keep illness or trauma often precipitates a re-evaluation of the what one believes for children as well as adults, and this can be very painful time. although in long run, it also can be liberating. On another hand, serious illness may lead to regulation of the phase stage, as when people are present in the individuative reflection stage move backward toward the literal stage, which offers the comfort of the certainty and sure answer to one question. How about your opinion? If you're very sick, you are a believer. Why God allow me sickness? This is positive or negative? And children and parent. Children and parents who thinking concretely interpret the world concretely. If A then B, in other words, not only children but also many adults believe that if they live properly, following certain rules, God should reward them. If this life will spare them from the trouble that other people face, something like, spare me and recover me, protect me. They may be devastated when the worst happens, in spite of their compliance. Children and parents who approach life with questions, the others bring even more questions to them, their examination of event. Why this tragic happened to my life? God really here? Why happened to me? This is one of kind. Put another way, children whose parents believe that bad things happen to good people for reasons that are not always clear tend to adopt that same attitude. Yes. Why? Bad things happen to good people. Why? Good people has bad things. Why? Why? It's not easy. That is not always clear, tend to adopt the same attitude. And they will not view illness or tragedy as necessary related to their action. Children whose parents believe that bad things happen for specific reason. How about your life? You are a good believer. You attend regularly church. I lived very honestly. But bad things happen in my life. My wife car accident and killed. My son died. Car accident. What happened? Which are always obvious upon careful reflection, as much more likely to attribute misfortune to particular case, whether or not such cases are plausible. very not easy action. Example, 8 years old girl. Warned repeatedly by her mother not to run into the street to retrieve her bear, ran into street one day, was struck by car. Wow. She said being hit by the car was punishment for disobeying her mother. How about car accident? She stuck by car. Mother say every day, don't run on the street. I was supposed to listen to my mom, but I didn't. So I got hit. No amount of the discussion could change her assessment or reason that she had been struck. Because her leg was broken as a result of the episode, she concluded that she had really done wrong. I know someone who got hit by a car and didn't even get caught or anything. What I did must have to worse. In other words, because of her disobedience, she obviously merit great punishment. She thinking her accident is punishment because she not obey. Children who were not as serious injury. Something. The case is the accident, illness, or accident. Don't is happen to the believer. How to we understand? How to we receive? How to analyze that situation? Relationship with God. One's understanding and the relationship with God can influence the therapeutic relationship with the clinician. Parents and children who believe God want to all people be healthy. Yes. Much more like the adhere to recommended regimen that those who believe that God doesn't want health. Someone, in this striking example of the writer, mother of the patient, refused to take needed antiretroviral medication for her HIV infection. Because in her word, this illness is my punishment for the kind of the life I lead. To take medicine and try to get better wouldn't be like try to put one over the God. To get out what I deserve, oh no, I can't do this. How about medication? Some people decide refuse medication. Why? They thinking that is God's punishment. if one primary image of God is judge and punish. Small wonder that very literal minded person who resists try to get out her punishment, even if the punishment is potentially fatal illness. Although most parents would not necessarily impose their belief about their need for punishment on their children, parents' belief do influence their children's belief. Yes. Parents' belief do influence their children's belief. If, for example, parents believe that God is created certain people, such as doctor or nurse, to help others in special way, children is more likely to view as professional with respect and follow their recommendations. Why? This one reasonable things, reasonable things. Parents say, oh, God, people, and give to you, help you, send the doctor, send the nurse, other people. And children, they are good relationship with doctor, nurse, and other people. Yeah. Something like this one. A root issue in health and illness is each person the notion of his or her self-worth and how that self-worth is defined. If my worth is defined primarily by what I do instead of what I am, I will be driven to accomplish more and more. I will be devastated when I fail to meet my own expectation. My worth is defined primarily by who I am. Sometimes the basic concern of the illness is you are sick in the hospital. Why I am come this hospital? That is a punishment or special reason? God for me. My accomplishment may bring me joy, but my failure to accomplish the goal will not necessarily devastate me. In some family, children believe, rightly or wrongly, that their parents value them only if they make a whole honor roll, a sports team, or a team win an award. Such children are driven to win approval by their action. Although everyone wants to be loved and accepted for who he or she is, many children receive very different message. Another concept is the self-worth. How much your self-worth? In spiritual team, children and adolescents whose self-worth is related to ideal they loved by God. Loved by God. I'm worth. God loved me. Yes. Saying it right, this one is very important. More likely to value themselves physically, emotionally, and spiritually. They are more likely to attend worship. They believe They like to attend worship and become involved in faith-related activity. Greater their involvement, less likely they are to do not against the grain their belief system. A number of the investigators has noticed that young person's investment in faith and tradition, along with such factors, high self-esteem, good relation with parents, academic interest, and healthy peer relation that predict a role incident of the behavior such as earlier sexual activity, drug and alcoholic abuse, illegal. What is the meaning? Self-aware. They think children or young people thinking, I am worth. God love me. Means is that they are positive impact. Is they are role predicted. Less sexual activity, drug, alcoholic abuse, and illegal activity. That is very important. That is tied to the faith tradition. Also provide a buffer in time of the challenges, stress, sadness, confuse, reduce their likelihood that such circumstance might push children or adolescents into the one more dysfunctional behavior. This is the we are needed to. Children involved worship and they are thinking themselves self-worth. No organized study has been done. Children rise in homes that do not adhere to particular faith tradition. And the doctor evidence suggests that some children and adolescents adopt their children's parents' belief with ease, where others paradoxically may develop in almost fanatical adherence to belief diametrically opposed to those their parents become super religious, very judgmental of their parent or other authority figure. Whenever you soundly reject parents' value in this way, they run the risk of going too far the opposite direction. Means some people, some young generation is refuse parents to face direction. Of course, this is also true when young reject religious value of the parents, especially if the young believe that those values have been forced upon them. We consider student, young generation experience themselves faith tradition, not just parents. They have their own experience. What is the pediatrician's role? Pediatricians need to avoid that religious service or spiritual practice play a role in the life of the many families. This is especially true in time of the trouble, illness of the grave. What is the meaning? Is that you are, as like religious service and spiritual practice is very helpful illness people. Grief is a loss. They lost their daughter or children. This role may be positive, or it may be sometimes negative, as when parents feel their first tradition has let them down in time of the greatest need. Certification can help the health professional get better sense of the family investment in faith tradition. How involved is the parent in the practice in his faith? How involved parents, the religious, or help the hindrance in coping with life in general? Do parents view their faith congregation as support in time of the need? This is good information to have before injury or illness occur. It gives a physician a better handle on what part faith plays in the patient and family coping mechanism and social support. That is, a family religious affiliation may conform as well as problem. They may write. How about your opinion? Your parent, your friends is hospital. You are believer. You go to the hospital. Pray for them. God help you. God heal you. We are praying for God heal us. Heal my friend. Heal my friends. Heal my son, my daughter. That is the involvement. Sometimes faith is help them compromise their anger. Why happened my life? Why happened car accident my life? Any person's special difficulties? I have the one person, he lost his son, age almost the 20 years old son, lost car accident. He is very difficult time after his son is killed in accident. Almost, I think 3 months, he lost his sense. How can help them, help him? Or another one, I have experienced one woman lost husband age 60 only. Her husband say last year, 2023, December, maybe I think December 1st or 2nd, her husband, I'm very difficult to breath, keep my breath. And the next day morning, go to hospital, small hospital, doctor say, you must go big university hospital. They go to UCI hospital, they sentence terminal illness of the some kind of problem in the liver. She died 1 week later. He died. I know woman very well. about help for her. Some kind of very tragic moment. Both are very good believer. Actually, why happen in this family? Even they are good believer, they service as the lay leader in their church. What happened? It's not fair. This is one of kind of the health and illness and sickness issues. Even believer. We have much give our parents, patients. Their family also have the much to give us. In word, allow family and children to your teacher about specific. On the circumstance should health professional certize patient or parent or enter into debate about point of the belief. This chapter is the you are in the professional, health professional, how to see the children or parents' belief faith is the positive for their health or sickness or illness. It is possible to provide good medical care without being total agreement with the patient belief system. Yes. Sometimes belief system without belief system is good medical care. Yes, good, positive result. But sometimes belief interfere with medical treatment is discussion. How about your opinion? Good medical care plus good patient faith belief system is much positive. It is not difficult to investigate and figure out, but really happen in the illness and health system. Certain belief system may forbid some intervention unless the situation is the emergent and allow little time for discussion. The physician first task is to get better understand of the patient's and family's perspective. Family perspective includes the belief system. Either you ever know chaplain. Chaplain is in the not just only church. Chaplain in the hospital. Spiritual care. Chaplain is no doctor. No medical care. Chaplain but provide them spiritual care. More encourage them their believing system. When no middle ground can be reached regarding therapy, mediator, such trusted friends of the family religious leader may be needed in extreme case if there is a serious concern that the patient's life is in jeopardy. Hospital ethics committee or judicial system may need to involve. Even when religious belief does not interfere with treatment. But it is helpful to know how children, parents view illness and attempt to treat. Yes. Although it is not physical place entered in the theological debate understand the patient or parent's perspective can be useful. Such information can especially valuable if children confront the physician when the question such as, Doctor, why does God make people sick? Oh. Children ask doctor, why? Doctor make the sick for me. Such question can be handled in several ways. Doctor can turn it around and ask children what she think without offering a personal opinion. Physician can ask child question and then give the personal perspective. Doctor can also ask the child how her parent, spiritual leader, including pastor, rabbi, might answer the question about whether she agrees with the answer. Suggest that she asked those people question. This is we are not actually all people. The article say we are professional, health professional, how to deal, how to aware about the children and young people, adults, with their face background or without face background. Religious face background is positively impacted. Another implementation is Christian school. Christian school is best practice of the Christian education. Religious school, preschool. Religious preschool are important for parents who want to exercise their right and responsibility, choose education for their children in accordance with their faith. Why parent reason for choosing Christian school? Because they want their children follow the faith, Christian basis. Here, they want to stand at Christian basis and the friendly atmosphere and children's own choice. They were willing to choose Christian school, actively practice their faith, worldview, Christian worldview. Point of the being Christian school. Now, Christian church, Christian parent thinking about Christian education in their church. Christian faith, Christian worldview is very important. The other, our experience, parents are more reluctant to take their youngest children out of the neighborhood school than old one. Maybe what our results show it take special commitment to Christian schooling to send your children to Christian school. They are very young. Their friends from kindergarten and enroll in local public school. Christian ethos of the school. Ethos. The school attractive people from all kinds of background. So there are good core, active Christian family behind them. This combination is important to keep on the one hand to avoid too homogeneous environment with the risk of the segregation. Enough active Christian to keep Christian ethos of the school. This is positive. Not only active Christian choose. This is implied that school have good reputation and good ambassador of the Christianity. Okay, today I wanted to close the class, and then last chapter is a new platform for Christian education is contemporary based education. Contemporary based education is the new definition in education. Not contemporary, competence based. Competence based is education means students progress through their educational program by mastering certain prescribed skill, knowledge, abilities, and attitude. Instead of being given list of the class must pass in order to graduate, students in competence-based program receive the resume of the competence that must mastered before on their credential or degree. Although competence-based program very greatly most embrace key characteristics. This is the definition. Competence is program must define exactly which the competencies are expected of someone for the credential that program offers. Competencies are the attitude that someone who completes the program must able to apply in post-graduation setting. This one is the design competence-based program. What do graduates of this program need to know? What theory, idea, or reading must graduate understand? What does graduate need to able to do? What does typical task that graduate perform? What disposition must they display? What setting do graduate typically apply their competencies? This is competence is the very new challenge platform for education. Their need rigorous assessment is essential. Once required competence is identified, instruction of the assessment must be designed, and then assessment. Assessment is some kind of evaluation, must be rigorously and constantly administered to all students. As closely as possible, assessment should mirror of the real-world environment in which graduates apply their competencies. For example, a seminarian might demonstrate competence through the design and delivery of the sermon, through the role-play activity, which monk passion by service running project in clinical setting or in discussion with someone with other faith. These assessments and their corresponding scoring rubric should be tested for reliability and validity for predicting the runner's future performance on the given competence. Rubric is one of kind of index rubric may be validated by trained internal or external evaluator. Although some institutions purchase pre-validated assessment. Another one is proficiency is required. Students must be able to demonstrate mastery of the core component competencies to earn competence-based degree. In competence-based education, a learner is the proficient or is not proficient. There is no way to fail in some area and excel in other is the average out of the acceptable level. Each and every competence must be mastered at designated level to progress. We are setting the level. Time is variable, learning is fixed. Students in competence-based education program may progress is quickly, as slow as need. Quickly is much quickly as the student progressing, and slowly according to situation of the student. By contrast, is the traditional some semester-based program is the 15 weeks, one course, but competence-based is the only finish only 1 week. Yes. 70% averaging. Students receive the C grade and may enroll next course in sequence. In competence-based program, students who can demonstrate mastery of the required contemporary competencies may move one with no reference to time. Although this may make them 1.5 weeks, another one is the 25 weeks. Both achieve mastery of the required content before advance in their study. Meaning it depends on student level. Competence-based educational network is comprised represented from the 30 college and university and public system. This is a history. I own the outcome. Sometimes competency-based education say outcome-based education. Why should educators should competence-based? This is a new trend, new market. What does it mean? Students need not enough people. They time saving. People without formal theological credential, lay leader, formal student, other not well served. This one. Competence-based education knowledge, non-class, room-based learning. Computer-based program help institution reduce cost? Maybe. Computer-based program may justify reduced tuition? May not. Computer-based education produce successful graduate? Yes. Why? Competence-based is one of the kind of the evaluation, performance, student activity, and outcome. Computer-based program, customized degree offering? Yes. Computer-based is the design for each student progressing. Example is the education C of core seminary. D women too. Computer-based relationship counseling course. Also, we apply online K-12 education platform. Online K-12 platform to the online education, we support too. This is the history of the education. This is the story of the Korea, very famous, a lot of the education, Christian school. Global pandemic, give it opportunity. New paradigm, shift to Christian mission education. Biblical foundation and traditional face-to-face education is the Zoom education, synchronized education. Also, church-based study center for online education. Local learning center concept. Center, content-centered or student-centered education. We focus on student-centered education, hybrid and blended education, online education. That is needed to LMS. Learning management system is a typical system. Virtual classroom technology, video lectures, video conference, active participant, active principle of learning. Online K-12, real-time synchronized lecture is real-time education. Even teacher in the United States, student in the Cambodia, other place. Local learning center schooling is the center. Local missionary collaborative way between K-12 school and mission field missionary. This is the one of kind the story. Is one example. Grace Global Vision is the Christian online school, ACSI membership school, Christian curriculum, K-12 education platform, and English as a foreign language. More focus on English education and scholastic assessment test, SAT. Conclusion. Christian school established everywhere by missionary. Next generation, we are focused on. Pandemic becomes the turn to the point of the rethinking of the education. Now, I want to challenge everybody. You are involved in Christian education as educator in your future. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. We are close to this class.